Hey, what's up, everybody? Pat here, great for recovering alcoholic and addict, just like every day. Guys, please don't forget to subscribe, leave the video a like, drop me a comment, and by all means, share with anybody you think might get something out of it. Whew, late video today, guys. I finished the boiler install that I started yesterday morning. Once again, my helper is not always available during the week, and I end up doing the entire job by myself. Again, a job that a company I used to work for would take 3 to 4 people, 2+ days to do. I got done entirely by myself. I did bring somebody in this morning for an hour to help me move the boiler inside the house after getting the old one out, in pieces yesterday. It's 500-pound boiler. You can't bring the thing in the house by yourself, and it's not worth risking the damage to something I just paid $3,000 for. So, I used help where necessary. But what a great day. It was a long day. It was a hard day. And, since we're talking about it, as I was putting it together, I noticed that the gas pressure coming into the house, and I suspect this has something to do with the initial boiler failing, though it was a separate issue. It was also cracked, but it had a gas supply problem to boot. And I explained that to the homeowner before. Halfway through the job, I let him know. I said, hey, you got something going on with the gas pressure here. It seems really, really low. And he said, nope, never been a problem. Now, he doesn't live there, but I suspect it was. So I went through, and when I fired the boiler up, sure enough, it lights, but it won't go into high fire, which is what you need to really, to produce heat, to make steam. And I explained it to him. I waited for him to drive an hour over. I took it apart at the gas meter and showed him the pressure was bad there, proved it was a gas company problem. And went the extra mile, and guys, and I didn't have to stress about it, right? I didn't let it ruin my day. Now I'm still waiting to receive my payment, but I know I'm going to get paid in full for my job, and the gas company will straighten that out. And this guy's got a lot of work for me, right? And that's something I don't have to let that ruin my attitude, or ruin the day, or ruin the good work that I did. I was very proud of the work I did today. The boiler came out amazing. My work gets better and better because I get better and better, and I get more comfortable doing it, more comfortable. And in the old days, I'd been like, oh, I can't expect to get paid because no, the boiler's working, and everything I did is perfect. There's a further issue with the gas company. I paid $3,000 for the boiler myself. I need to get paid. So just before I started the video, I sent him a text and let him know I have not received the electronic payment. Please, please keep me updated and let me know what's going on with it, and I will stay on top of it. Because again, I've earned that money, and it's fine. And never mind recouping the money that I paid for everything. But the guy owes me almost $7,000, and I know him. I know I'm going to get paid. But I will very politely advocate for myself and let him know, just because you got a gas company problem, guy, you still need to pay me for what I've done. And if there's a further issue after they fix it, then of course I'll honor it. But I need to get paid for the work I did. Guys, the reading today is all about that, attitudes. And that's literally what the Just for Today NA meditation reading is titled, Attitudes. We can also use the steps to improve our attitudes. Ever have a day when everything seems to be working against you? Do you go through periods when you're so busy taking other people's inventories that you can barely stand yourself? What about when you find yourself snapping at your coworker or a loved one for no reason? When we find ourselves in this bleak frame of mind, we need to take action. At any point of the day, we can stop and take a few moments to do a SWOT inventory. We examine how we are reacting to outside situations and other people. When we do, we may find that we are suffering from a plain old bad attitude. A negative outlook can hurt our relationship with our higher power and the people in our lives. When we are honest with ourselves, we frequently find the problem lies with us and our attitude. We have no control over the challenges life is going to throw at us. What we can control is how we react to these challenges. At any point, we can change our attitude. And remember, the only thing that really changes in recovery is us. We gain the tools to move out of the problem and into the solution. And the affirmation is, just for today, throughout the day, I will check my attitude. I will apply spiritual principles to change it when needed. And guys, that's absolutely true. I say this all the time. I'm shocked at the changes that are happening in my life, and they're all starting from within. And what that's brought to my, and again, it's not always comforting to know that I was the problem all along, but it's refreshing to know because I'm able to change me. I can't control what happens. Like I couldn't control there being an issue with the gas pressure today. And in the past, I would have let that derail me, and I would have been freaking out, and I would have been hard up. Oh, if I don't pay for this job, I don't get my drugs tomorrow. No, I didn't get paid for the job. Doesn't matter. I got $50,000 in that account. I'll get my 7 grand from him today, tomorrow, next day, day after, and I'll stay on top of him until I do. But it didn't change me. I still walked away proud of the work I did, happy with what I did. I had a great day, and I got a full week, really. My week's getting more and more full because I'm getting more and more work, more and more customers, and I'm more and more sought after. And it's all because I've made the changes to me. I didn't change the world around me. I didn't change the people that I work for. I became somebody that they wanted to do work for them. I didn't change my higher power, but I became aligned with my higher power. I became grateful to my higher power. I became faithful to my higher power. I don't change anything other than myself, and that's why I constantly talk to you guys about taking accountability for your own actions and looking where you're like. It doesn't matter, guys. When I look at situations that were completely not my fault, I don't dwell on that part of it. But even if it wasn't my fault, I still had a part to play in it. I either allowed it, I ignored something to let it happen, I didn't put up a boundary where I should have put up a boundary, and that's all I worry about. Because you can't change what's already happened, and you can't stop challenges from coming into your day-to-day life. But what you can do is you can see from your past mistakes where you didn't handle it, the best you could have, and then make changes the next time it comes up, or you can spot a situation coming and avoid it altogether. And that's what I do a lot, which is one of the reasons I'm so free of stress today. It took me walking away from my entire life. Even my former boss that I used to harp about all the time, just holding on. He's even given up and understands that there's nothing I can do for him, and nothing that I will do for him. He still owes me $600 or $700, and I just let it go because if I hound him to get that little bit of money out of him, I'm just inviting him to keep calling me for more work, and he might give me 500 of it, and then need me to do $1,000 worth of work, and then he's gonna owe me 1,200, and it's never gonna go away. So I'm able to write that off today and just let him know that when I pass him on the street, I wave, but I don't call, I don't reach out, I don't tell him what work I'm doing, I don't ask him what work he's doing. I'm not concerned with it. And the more he was trying for, he tried for a while, but again, and I was polite, and I just answered his questions as necessary, and I just moved on. And if anything, it's just the embarrassment factor of the kid that used to work for him is now thriving while he's circling the drain. But again, when he has reached out, I've told him, listen, I'll do anything I can for you. Put down the drugs, get into rehab, get clean, get sober, and I'll talk to him. He's got a customer base, and he should be a multi-millionaire, but he's too busy getting high and blowing things off and not doing the right thing. So I don't worry about that. I worry about what I can change, and that's myself. I worry about where I can learn from my past mistakes, how I can apply them better in my life, who else I can help. And that's the thing, guys. It's one thing, yes, it's a selfish program, and I look for my accountability, but I also willingly share the lessons that I've learned for free. I'm not selling a master class. I'm not selling anything. I'm letting you know that there's a power greater than you waiting to just fix everything in your life. Guys, even when I have problems today, the magnitude is just nothing compared to what they used to be. And it's because when something starts to go wrong today, I stop and I do a spot inventory, and I look and say, okay, well, what is my part in this? What do I got to adjust? Who do I need to, notify there's a problem? And I get in front of everything. I live with full transparency today. That used to scare the hell out of me. At no other point in my life could I even consider that. I love it today because it is so incredibly freeing. It frees up my energy just to allow blessings and to focus on where I need to improve, where I can better myself, where my next step is going to be, without worrying about who I said this to, what I got to worry, who am I dodging, who am I ducking, who do I owe, I don't have to do any of that today, guys. I don't owe anybody. People owe me, and that's okay, because they'll pay me. I deal with people. I'll give anybody the benefit of the doubt once. if they don't make it right and they need me again, because that's the beauty of it, guys. The work that I do for these people, I offer services that they need repeatedly. I work for people that have multiple properties. They're gonna need me again. They're gonna pay me. I had one guy who was really slow paying, and I started to notice that he wouldn't send payment until he had the next job for me. So I dealt with it when I needed to in the beginning, and then as time went on and I got busier, and I said, "Well, I can't service everybody." He was the first one to get dropped, and he's called when he calls for 3 or 4 days straight, and I just call him back and say, "Serge, I'm sorry, I'm busy, I don't have time." And I won't tell him he's being punished, but guys, I get to make those choices today. In the beginning, I needed the work, so I took it, and I took the chance he may or may not pay me, and then I get to decide today who I work for because I have those options. It didn't happen overnight, but I kept coming every day and applying these lessons, and little by little, things started getting better. And then they just progressed getting better, and they continue to get better because I continue to get better. And I definitely guys, I love my attitude today because I'm looking for the blessings. I'm looking to help as many people as I can. I look for the beauty in every situation. And I know whenever I get into something, it's an area that I haven't mastered yet. So there's a lesson I need to learn and apply to my life so it doesn't happen again. And then I appreciate the fact, even guys, even when things seem like they're going bad for me, I see the beauty in it because it shows me that there's still room for improvement in my life, and then I start making those improvements, and I just feel that much better. Guys, it's one thing to say these things; it's a whole nother to actually do them, and to do them regularly. And it's amazing, guys. I love my life, and it's expanding. I'm literally in positions I never dreamed I'd be. Guys, I'm exhausted today. I'm going to stop rambling because my brain is cooked. Your attitude determines your reality, guys. When you're having a bad day, it has something to do with your attitude, and literally that's it. I can go out and deal with stress and pressure all day long today and not get a bad attitude because I understand none of it. Like, I can pick and choose what I want to deal with, and I choose to see the good in everything. I can deal with life's challenges and understand that I'm learning lessons and not let it ruin my attitude all day. And I understand that if I allow it to ruin my attitude today, now I'm blocking blessings and I'm not going to see the good because that's the thing, guys. I had so many good opportunities that I just couldn't see before because I was focused on drugs and lying and cheating and conniving and stealing and not being transparent. I've been able to drop all that and focus on completely different things because I don't have to put my energy in that area anymore. Life has gotten so much better because of that, guys. I promise you it will. Do the work, do the steps, find a group, find whatever professional help you need, find whatever peer help you need. Just become a part of something. Become a part of some sort of recovery program, guys. Become a part of the solution, and you'll get over all your problems. Guys, that's the video for today. Thank you so very much for being here. Always remember, God loves you. I love you. We'll see you in the next one.